All right, so it's been a while since I sat down to talk with you guys about where I'm at with One Piece. I want to talk about the characters, right? And just basically where my head is at right now. Usually I'm reacting episode by episode, but right now I just want to sit down and reflect. Because One Piece is one of those shows that slowly builds, right? Because your opinion on the characters change, your opinion on the world changed, the world is constantly growing. So today I just want to give a full update of where I'm at. That's it. I want to discuss the newest thing I love about One Piece and updates on the characters with Usopp, Luffy, and Zoro, and Sanji too. And before we start, I do want to give out two disclaimers. One, I'm not going to be talking about Nami. It's not because I don't like her, it's quite the opposite actually. But because her character hasn't really changed since Arlong Park, I don't really have much to say about her right now. I already made a whole video dedicated to her, so if you want to go and check that out, it's up here. Second, disclaimer, I'm not going to be talking about Chopper here on YouTube. Now, I have finished Chopper's backstory over on Patreon, and boy... But I haven't finished it here on YouTube, so I don't want to spoil anything yet for the people who haven't watched it. You know what I mean? So I post more about Chopper once I get those YouTube videos uploaded for you guys. Hopefully this week, maybe next. Who knows? Life is life and it is what it is. But anyway, once those episodes are up, I will for sure be talking about Chopper because I cannot talk about his backstory. It is insane. Alright, so let's start with something that I realized that I really liked about One Piece recently. And that would be like the attention to detail to making the characters in the world feel alive. And I mean really alive. Not just cool fights and dramatic moments, but actually like I think they're like really here with me. And I mean like everyday details. Like it shows when they have eaten, when they haven't eaten, when they've slept, right? Just hanging out on the boat, doing their hobbies, doing just hanging out and mingling, honestly. You see them living together, not just fighting enemies. For example, like you would notice that you haven't seen an episode of them eating recently, and then someone like probably Luffy would be like, "Hey Sanji, can you cook me up a pot of food?" And you'd be like, "Dang, they actually haven't eaten in a minute. They must be starving." Like you feel that they've gone like 2 or 3 days without eating, so you know they're freaking in pain. And you just start to think about stuff like that, which is rare for me to like even notice or care within an anime. Or you just see them sleeping, relaxing, or seeing them just being completely not doing anything, just hanging out playing cards in the back of the ship, throwing dice in a corner. Like actually like idled, like just enjoying time without fighting somebody. And those small moments to me make this whole anime feel way too real. And the same thing applies for islands too. Each island for me actually feel like a real destination. Like the time they get there, the people there. For instance, Drum Island, right? Where Chopper is at. You can literally feel the elevation. The snow, the cold, the breeze, right? It's insane. I personally felt how difficult it was to climb that mountain. I felt how tall it was. It was like half an episode of him just climbing it, right? It's not just like a cutscene. Ugh. I really like that. Also, when he was climbing that mountain, Luffy, I was like, dang, they haven't eaten in a couple of days, right? And then later it gets confirmed when they met Chopper. I was like, dang, they actually are hungry. Like, small human traits like that makes them just feel real. I feel like I'm actually in that boat with them, taking this journey alongside with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hungry too. Like, we haven't eaten in a couple of days. Yes, because I'm there with you. What's up? Where's the next dish? Sanji, cook me up something. I'm about to chop that reindeer up myself. No, I'm just playing. But no, seriously though, when was the last time you watched a shonen anime and thought, when was the last time y'all ate? When was the last time y'all, like, slept? You know what I mean? You don't think like that when you're watching an anime, but in One Piece, they don't miss. You see the downtime. You can spend a half an episode just watching them fight over a freaking hot pot because they haven't eaten in so long. Like, you see them loot for food. You see them hunt for stuff. You see them go days without it, right? So you know, like, it's just way too real for me, and I am here for it. And even the background characters feel real. Nobody feels minimized. Even in Drum Island, for instance, like those characters, you can feel the sense of them having a life outside of the main characters. Like, you know they have a family, you know they have jobs, you know it's just amazing. Like, I have no words for it, literally. Like, it's literally the details and things that bring it to life even more. And then the island with the giants, little garden. Oh my goodness, I can sense the humidity in that rainforest, like, or whatever it's called. Like, I literally felt the heat and the bugs, like the gnats, the mosquitoes. Like, you can hear the cicadas. Like, it's just, this is true cinema. I love this. Mind you, I'm only on episode 92 on Patreon and 84 on YouTube, I think, somewhere around there. It makes the world feel like it's continuing to exist outside of the Straw Hats. Like, once they leave the island, you still have a sense of, okay, life continues on for the giants. Life continues on for the citizens of Drum Island. Like Dalton, for example, who was in charge of the security team, he's about to be elected to be the head, to be like the person in charge of that island. Like, life continues to grow without them being there. And that's unheard of for me. I don't know. Especially for a shonen, at least. And that's the actual kind of storytelling that makes you feel like you're actually traveling with these people. Alright, let's talk about Luffy. Because my opinion on Luffy has evolved drastically since Arlong Park. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, it is what it is. That first moment of him saving her and that theme song came on. Hello. I feel like Luffy understands people more than he lets on. Not gonna lie, he isn't book smart, right? He isn't a genius in the traditional sense. But emotionally, oh baby, he is reading people. Whenever he squints at you, he's like, yeah, he's reading you. He's understanding your inner emotions, not the words that you're projecting out. Okay? He can tell when someone is hurting. He can tell when someone is lying about not being hurt or not wanting help. And he doesn't overcomplicate things. If someone is suffering, Luffy will help you. That's just kind of his motto, I guess. I don't know. And that's probably why people start trusting him so quickly. Like, coming to him for help and stuff. But another thing I've noticed is how insanely strong Luffy is. Like, the things this man put his body through just to win a fight. Like, climbing mountains with extreme temperatures. Or like, fighting people when you're clearly injured. Half the time, he should be dead. But yet he keeps going, so we'll see how long that one will last. He has this insane combination of loyalty and optimism, and I think that's what keeps this crew going. Alright, they believe in what he believes in, and they will do anything to help him out. Even when everything looks bad. That's family. Now let's talk about Sanji. Sanji is becoming one of the most interesting characters to me. But when you look deeper into Sanji, he carries a lot of responsibilities for this crew. He feeds them, which means he literally keeps them alive. And in a story like One Piece, when they're constantly traveling and they're constantly hungry, that role is massive. He also has a really strong moral code, which I can get down with, you know? He refuses to waste food, and he refuses to hit women. Who can be mad at that, man? And those values make him feel like a really grounded person. You know, he's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said it. At his core, I feel like Sanji just want to take care of people, right? And that's admirable. That's all I have to say about that, alright? Now let's talk about Zoro. Zoro is one of the coldest characters in this anime, and I won't change my mind about that anytime soon. I'm sorry. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't show too much emotions. But he's there when you need him. He doesn't disappoint. He's the definition of discipline. He trains on his spare times. He's growing, right? When he was doing that ice plunge, lifting weights on the back of the boat when everybody else was having a hard time. Yeah. Focusing on only becoming stronger. He probably has Hawkeye in the back of his mind. I really like his loyalty to Luffy, too. Whenever Luffy says something, he does it. He doesn't ask questions like, who you want me to cut up? When now? Who? Him? Yeah? Okay. And that kind of trust between a captain and his first mate is insane. I like that. Hopefully they keep that same bond. Oh, this anime is gonna hurt me if anything happens to these people. I am way too invested. And finally, we have Mr. Usopp. Usopp might actually be one of the most relatable characters in this entire anime. Let me tell you why. Because unlike everyone else, Usopp is actually scared. Like any of us watching this video would be. Okay? Because what do you mean the giant fish came out the water and split my ship in half? Because what do you... Doesn't have power. She doesn't have these gimmicks. He's dang near human in my eyes. He just has a slingshot. And honestly, that makes him the bravest person out there, knowing he has no superhuman powers like that. No sword skills, no powerful kick, no stretchiness, right? He's just here facing these gigantic creatures. Knees shaking, limbs weak, and he pushes forward every time. And that, to me, makes him one of the most human characters in this anime. And I'm so excited to see him grow. He's going to be the bravest one out of the bunch. I can already see it. Just like his father. Ah! So, if I had to choose a favorite character right now, alright, it's destined to change because I know how I am. I can't choose nothing for a long period of time. But anyway, it'll have to be Chopper. Sorry, YouTube. But once I post those backstories of Chopper, oh my goodness, Chopper went through so much stuff. I gotta get these episodes up for you guys so you guys can see it. Because over on Patreon, we over there crying together because it's insane. Right? But anyway, for right now, Chopper is my favorite. And it probably will change in a couple of days. I don't know. So yeah, that's my current thoughts and where I am right now with the anime. The characters feel more alive than they ever have before. The world keeps getting bigger, stronger, faster. I genuinely feel like I'm traveling with these people, right? When they're hungry, I'm hungry. When they're stressed, I'm stressed. Okay? Like, please. And I'm so excited to see where this takes me! Guys, I'm not even on episode 100 yet. And I am so stoked. This is going to hurt me. But I just want to ask one question. Just one. No, because somebody's going to spoil it in the comments, and then it's my fault because they're answering my question that I asked. No. Okay. Anyway, see you guys in the next episode.